What's up, lovely people out there? Welcome back to Dump Street.
Are you ready? I mean, you should be. You've had enough time to prepare. Do you have all your papers and pencils in your book bag? Because this test is going to be about 3 hours long.
Yeah, so you're allowed to take notes.
It's graded on a curve.
You are allowed to take notes on this one. But
In fact, it's a suggestion, but you really should be doing that if you want a passing grade in this class.
But I swear to you, if I go through the YouTube comments and I find out that any of you used AI to craft one of your YouTube comments, I'm coming at you.
Well, and you
will
what?
not be allowed to be subscribed to Dump Street anymore.
Well, and here's the thing, is that we actually have an AI tool now to check if your shit is AI.
Yes,
exactly.
So
don't
we're
use
fighting
AI,
fire with
but we are
fire.
going to be using AI on you.
Look, we can't. We're fighting a war here. We can't be using primitive tools, okay?
Yeah.
So we want.
In fact, we're escalating this war, and we've actually created a supercomputer that actually has way more AI capabilities than any other AI before. It's near sentient. It's actually evolving at a concerning rate.
And if you put AI in our comment sections, we will come at you with the Dump Street.
Yeah.
drones.
If you write Allen Iverson in the comment section,
the drones are coming.
Because that's what we've been talking about the whole time is Allen Iverson.
Philadelphia 76ers.
You can get out of here.
Legend. Yeah, no, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. We ride.
We
with
like
his,
Joel Embiid.
We ride with his Nuggets era. Actually,
yeah, we like Nuggets, Allen Iverson, and current Joel Embiid. And James Harden.
Yeah, I make more money than both of those guys combined. Actually,
I make at least as much money as Joel Embiid. Yeah,
I make. If you took the
just off of my
entire
Twitch
salary
career
of the Philadelphia 76ers, probably like $1 billion or something.
Yeah,
like that.
some paltry number like that.
Yeah, I eclipse that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's like spending money. That's for going out on the town.
Yeah, and I'll tell you how I do it, Jackson. It's because people love to hear me say shit. People love to hear this guy talk.
I feel like you're about to say some shit that might make you some money.
I think I might be.
It's ad time.
It's ad time, people. Special alert, sexy people of Earth. Did you know that there's a new way to be hot? Well, there is. Please, believe me. Anyways, a lot of people say that beauty knows no size or color, but a new scientific study has disproven this. A man in a basement somewhere has made the shocking discovery that the hottest people are green. That's right, green! Don't believe me? Well, I can think of 5 sexy green characters right now. Wicked Witch of the West. Hulk, She-Hulk.
That's 3.
And
Counting
Wicked Witch of the West. And green. E.T. isn't green, is he? He's gray.
No,
He's
I'm not going to count that.
Okay. So hard to think of a green guy.
Come on. It's so easy.
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah. Sexy green guy.
Sexy green guy, and one more. Do you have one? Do you know one?
I'm not gonna cheat.
Damn it. Okay, what about the Flying Dutchman from SpongeBob?
From SpongeBob. That's a green guy.
Yeah, okay. There. See, I'm not crazy.
And that wasn't so bad, Brandon.
It wasn't, I guess. And just in case you still have no doubt, here's here's 10 more characters.
Wow.
I genuinely I don't even know if I could give you one. That's so stupid.
Okay, I could help you out. I'll help you out. Did we hit Jolly Green Giant?
We did not hit Jolly Green Giant.
That's one. Glep from Smiling Friends.
Oh, there's one.
Mr. Frog from Smiling Friends is another green
one.
character.
Damn it.
Kermit the Frog. Did we hit him?
No, there's another one. So you're rolling with this.
Fuck.
Now you're out. See, not so easy.
It's
now,
really
is it?
tough to get 5.
Yeah,
actually.
see, yeah, you got 4.
One
One more, and we can call it 10 total.
Okay, that's fine. I'll agree to that. Shit. Who's green?
Who's green?
There's got to be a green guy.
Anybody in like a Pixar movie or like
I was
a
thinking
Disney
video
movie,
games. There's got to be
or like a
Oh wait, okay. The island at the end of Moana, the big mommy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know the name, but that's
There,
another
we'll call
hot
that
green
10
character.
total. That was incredibly easy for me, as I am actually the aforementioned basement scientist. You may be asking, how is this an ad? I don't know, but get off my fucking back. I can't stop thinking about hot green characters. I'm currently erect. My cum is currently leaking out, and it's also green. Thank you.
That was a great ad, Brandon.
Thanks. Yeah, I love my green characters, man. Again, I'm losing money when I do things like this, when I don't make an advertisement.
But you make so much already.
Sometimes a message is more important than $1 billion.
Sometimes the things we say are more valuable than money. And I think that's on Ja. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry.
Read your advertisement.
This is
make
a
your
bad
money.
episode.
At least one of us is going to get to make money today.
One of us is going to make money today, and that's a fact. Because, hey there, partner. What's the matter? Are your acquaintances not engaging enough with your Instagram account? Are your friends failing to make you Insta-famous? That's not their fault. You're actually very boring. Lucky for you, Randy Bigelow has a lot of studio space off Exit 82 on I-70 with several old TV sets. If it's the jealousy of your enemies you desire, try out our 10-foot by 10-foot patch of beach to make them think you're on vacation. If it's the pity of your peers that you want, use our hospital bed set from the set of The Good Doctor. Specifically the episode where he tries to do the first ever physician self-euthanasia, but then one of the neurotypical doctors stops him from killing himself and tells him that's not what that means. And I'm just going to answer this now because everyone asks. Yes, we do have Jerry's bed from Seinfeld. It's $300 to sleep in and $400 to sleep in it naked. To reserve a spot at Randy's, email your requested date along with a photo of the front and back of your debit card to jailhouserandy@realsets.com. Instasets. Never be seen as a bore. Anyway, Brandon, remember that time I said the N-word? Well,
I do remember. Well, actually, there's several times you said the N-word, but I mean,
List the
countless.
top 5 times I've said the
Top
N-word.
5 times Jackson said the N-word. At the Wu-Tang concert.
You have to sing along with the lyrics.
I forget. There's many. Anyway,
Well, it was at my my dad's wedding.
My son's baptism. Easter this year.
Easter this year.
And
Easter last year.
And I plan on saying it tomorrow. So there's one.
Well, that's a future one, so we can count that as long as I promise to do it, which I do.
But yeah, man, I personally post up in that warehouse, and he's got the strip club from The Sopranos in there.
Oh yeah,
so
bada bing.
Yeah, so I take a lot of pictures in there, and I tell people that I bought it and that I live there, and there's a few people that are kind of impressed by that, and that's worth it.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, you pay money to be there and to lie about your life, and it's worth it by the end.
Yeah, my favorite set is I'll do the bridge of the Enterprise.
Yeah, nice.
I don't sit in the captain's chair because I feel like that role is a lot of responsibility. I just sort of stand where Spock normally is, and I look serious because that's kind of my dream.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm the pragmatic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally, because it's much cheaper to rent the sets from the Orville.
Yeah, and I rent by
so
if you rent those by the minute, it's a lot cheaper.
So I rent the Orville sets, and I pretend it's the Star Trek sets because it's much cheaper. But
have you ever watched an episode of the Orville?
No, I've just seen
Me neither.
Commercials for it, and I think it's stupid.
The one time I saw something funny in it was there's a compilation of all of Norm Macdonald's scenes.
Oh, he's in it?
He is in it as, I don't know if it's just for one episode or if he's a recurring character, but he plays like a glob of snot. And he's like horny.
That's cool. I just watched Dirty Work the other day.
What is that?
It is Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang in like a buddy comedy about two friends that start like a revenge for hire business.
Okay.
And very worth a watch. It's not like high art or anything.
Sure.
It's if you like Norm Macdonald, it's a great kind of.
I actually hate Norm Macdonald. I looked at that compilation for Seth MacFarlane.
But yeah, man,
You know what's
it's
weird? My dad kind of has like, well, my dad and like my aunt and like his siblings, they all hate Norm Macdonald. It's weird.
weird.
I don't understand it. They all kind of just say the same things about like that they just don't find him funny, but like no specific thing why. But like I've never seen an unfunny Norm Macdonald.
Me neither, man. I mean, are they comedy fans or no?
I mean, they probably haven't like seeked out stuff of him outside of his SNL like news desk thing, but like
Yeah, but that is him.
right,
like
which
his, yeah,
I've seen I've seen some really funny shit.
Oh, bro,
with
yeah, he
his
does some
O.J.
great
Simpson
stuff.
bit.
Bro, I mean, there are 3-hour-long YouTube compilations of him ripping on O.J. Simpson in that desk.
Yeah.
And he was only on the show for like one season. So, yeah, no, he has like, I mean, all kinds of good shit out there. But yeah, if you see him for 10 minutes and you don't get the joke, you're not gonna like it eventually. It's not
It's
like
weird,
more
man.
exposure is gonna make you like it more. So.
I feel like I don't know, maybe I'm naive, but I feel like if they just saw him on Conan O'Brien, I think it would change. But I could be wrong. I don't know, man. Anyway, enough sucking off and a dead man.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's been a minute since we've been in these chairs, and last episode we were talking about the election being like the following week, and here we are, maybe now a month later.
Did we
after the
make a
election.
formal prediction that we were probably wrong about?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I said it on here, but my prediction was definitely that I thought Kamala was going to win.
I was pretty secure in that belief.
Yeah, me too.
Which was fucking
It felt a lot like 2016, where it was like going into it, I thought kind of no chance. Like I kind of thought like he had run like such a horrible, weird campaign. He never did anything in the debates that was like decisively good, and he had a lot of fumbles.
I don't think he's ever said anything that was decisively good.
No.
I don't know if that's why people vote for him. I think that's our miscalculation.
I just mean like owning moments.
Sure.
Like moments where it's like he came out of this on top. Instead, he had a lot of moments where it was like the eating the dogs thing.
They're eating the dogs.
I don't have a plan for healthcare shit. So it's like all that stuff. But apparently it doesn't. It
Did
don't
he say
matter.
he had an idea of a plan?
Yeah, he was like, I have a concept of a plan. But apparently these things don't matter, man, because when the other option is you're genuinely confused about what it is they stand for and believe in, and it doesn't matter because people
one
would
thing
rather
that's
take
very
the
clear
sure
is
bet.
that Israel has the right to defend itself.
That is one thing that we know, and she told us that, and I listened. But,
and I clapped.
Yeah, I held for applause and I stood in silence.
Yeah, I had a Palestinian flag in my hand, and I heard her say that, and I burned it.
But I want to tell everyone. I think I told you about my very like surreal election night experience.
Okay.
Because I was, full disclosure, I didn't vote for either of them, but I was hoping Kamala would win on a level. And
let me do a full disclosure too, because my situation's weird. I woke up early on voting day to go with my dad to the booth, and I went through the whole line, got to the thing, and I was told that I didn't register early enough. I didn't know you had to do it a month in advance.
Oh.
And so I wasted all my time and then just didn't vote. So.
And it's weird because it was like it took a long time to vote this year for whatever reason. It was like the numbers came out and it was like way lower turnout than the past election. But yet I had to wait in line for like 40 minutes when I've never had to wait in line.
And fucking surprise, Indiana voted for the wrong guy again.
Yeah.
Like who cares?
Well, it was one of the first states to get called. But anyway, I started watching the election night coverage at like 7 p.m. I was like, I'm locked in on this shit. And yeah, Indiana gets called early. And really, I don't know if Kamala ever led. I don't think she led once.
No, it was pretty dire from moment one.
And it gets to the point where I'm getting tired. I'm in my bed and I've got it on the monitor across from me, and the electoral count is like 252 to 262 to 162.
Yeah.
And it's like one more significant state goes Trump's way and he wins. It's like shit is damn near over, and I couldn't keep my eyes open. And I fall asleep. And you
did tell me this.
And then I wake up in a cold sweat, and Dana White is on my TV saying, "I just want to thank Jake Paul and the Nelk Boys, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, the mighty and powerful," and I was like, "Oh my god!"
I don't know if you remember.
I woke up in hell.
Yeah.
I felt like so sick to my stomach. Don was just behind him going.
Yeah.
It was like so fucking
Truly a
sickening.
horrible reality to wake up into.
Yeah.
Like it's it's one of those things where if you were having a bad dream and you woke up to that, you would want to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you remember this. The Nelk Boy shout out is hilarious. The Jake Paul shout out is hilarious.
Yeah.
But like, do you remember a while ago, even before like the discourse around Israel Palestine was as whipped up as it is now? There was this video that we watched a little bit of the Nelk Boys going to Israel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were hanging out with Dana too. Like, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's right.
Why do they all love it?
Well, because I mean, I'm sure Israel has some investments in the UFC. I'm guarantee you. I guarantee you. I know they've done events there. So. But yeah, anyway,
It's like when
I
you
just
see
thought
NBA
like
players going to Dubai and
Yeah.
being like and posting Instagram pictures like beautiful weather out
yeah.
today.
And by the way,
It's-
fuck you, Patrick Beverly, fucking going to Israel, fucking
What-
piece of shit.
what did he do? Did he do this recently?
I mean, yeah, he could have had a vet minimum in the NBA, but instead decided to take like a $5 million deal in Tel Aviv. Fucking you prick, you
Cool.
fucking idiot. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was just woke up to this reality. I was like, wow, Jake Paul is being credited as like, thank you for helping swing this election, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. Like just shit that like you would have thought laughable.
I just love the I just love the imagery now of like a Nazi rally in 1942. It's like, and people thank Jake Paul,
the Nelk Boys,
the Nelk crew.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my
it's
God.
but at the same time, you know, all things considered, not at all shocking that he won.
No.
Because
The Democrats ran a truly shit campaign, whether they would like to realize that or not.
yeah, and it makes you kind of look back at the 2020 election and be like, if COVID didn't happen, he probably would have won then too. Like I really do think that election was like just that much about get him out of here while this crisis is happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Maybe the fucking old people that turn out for him were literally just too sick
Yeah.
to show up. Like,
They all
that could
died
be.
off, maybe. But yeah, it's not surprising, but and because as I think about it, he wins the popular vote as well. I just think about how many people in my life that I know just on an acquaintance like kind of level. I think about it, I'm like, yeah, they probably did. That guy probably did vote for Trump. And
Yeah.
I think about it more and more. I'm like, no, it's like probably most of them, especially in Indiana. It's like probably a lot of them. But it's like they're
it's
not
hard
quite...
to even like take people living in Indiana as like representative of anything. I mean, it's representative of like the rural people that generally do vote for Donald Trump or like a Republican every election.
Yeah.
But like,
It's-
it is crazy to see all those swing states turn red. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just it was interesting to me because it was like it made me realize that like as kind of loud and obnoxious as like Trump and Trump's policies are, the people that support him often are like not. They're often just like the line of logic that led them to vote for Trump is like one sentence long, and they never even discuss it with anyone. Right? It's like a very simple calculation that they don't even like.
It's
A
hard
lot
to
of them
even
don't
like
even feel strongly about it. They're just like it's a lesser of two evil thing, but they just have some, you know, it's the immigrant thing got to them, or the trans thing got to them, or something got to them where they got scared and they were like, this guy's the tiebreaker.
Well, you see all the DEI and the video
Yeah.
games, man. Come on, of course.
Yeah.
Trump will definitely stop that.
Yeah, can't even jerk off to Nier Automata anymore. It's fucking stupid.
That's some funny drama. Do you know anything about Stellar Blade?
No, I don't even know anything about Nier Automata.
Right. Well, that made me think of it because Stellar Blade is like a ripoff of Nier Automata made by like some like nothing studio somewhere in Asia, and it takes all of the same like aesthetics from Nier Automata, but all of the characters are even more hornily drawn. and there's no turn at the end to where like the character has to realize that they're a robot and everyone they're killing is humans. Like it's like that's the whole turn of Nier
Okay.
Automata, and like they took all of the build up to that and then didn't pay it off. And it's like this is just one of those other games being championed by like the Gamergate crowd of like this is what it means to have non-woke shit in games is this
Just like
completely
yeah, just
empty
a-
vapid shit where the
yeah.
main character has big boobies.
Yeah, just something you can jerk off to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what that's what not being woke is
Yeah.
being porn. But also we banned the porn. The porn isn't good. You
Unless it's
you have to-
lolly.
yeah. But yeah. And so Trump gets elected. Yeah, and then like all these appointments come out that to me the major theme is anti-science. To me, the major theme of every appointment is like this guy is a fucking scientific hack. He's like there's
RFK, he's drinking raw milk,
Yeah.
getting bird flu, man.
so like Hegseth, the defense secretary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guy literally said he doesn't believe in germs. He said germs aren't real.
Another thing, because he's like the military guy, he said
Yeah.
he was going to get rid of all the woke people in the military,
Yeah,
which just
yeah.
means women and trans people.
Yeah,
which
it
there's-
just means if you're gay, you can't serve anymore.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Which is a favor, by the way.
Bring back,
You're welcome.
bring back, don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
Because that's important. But also we gotta up military recruitment.
I don't know if you saw Kash Patel, the leader of the FBI.
I know very little about him.
He's a guy that wrote a children's book about Russiagate called "The Plot Against the King." It is a children.
Oh, no.
It's a children's book about how like political conspirators tried to usurp Donald Trump with an impeachment or
I'm just
whatever.
imagining Donald Trump with Barron like
Yeah.
curled up on his lap as
The-
like a 6'4", 13-year-old. You're just reading him about
The
how
Plot Against the King.
and Donald never actually liked Putin.
You have a RFK, obviously, which, I mean, sell out. The guy
Decapitated a
was,
whale. Sell out.
well, no, that's cool. I honestly would.
Dumped a bear's corpse in Central
I
Park.
bet that RFK's house is really cool. I bet if you go
I
there,
bet it looks
he's
like
got-
Craven the Hunter's
Yeah,
house.
I don't know who that is. Does Craven the Hunter have a lot of like taxidermy?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's what I envision. I just imagine wall to wall like animal faces.
not even like stuffed.
No,
just stretched
yeah,
out
just the
in a
face
look of
yeah.
horror. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I picture. But yeah, anyway, so that's a cool guy. I thought
That's a cool guy.
any thoughts on the Department of Government Efficiency? With,
Doge, dude.
yeah.
It's such a funny acronym,
Yeah,
dude.
Elon Musk. and
Elon's so good
Vivek
at naming
Ramaswamy.
things. It's so embarrassing every single time that you think he can't top himself.
Yeah.
I think like even like hitching his whole thing to Tesla. Obviously, that was a brand before he bought it, but like him building all of his wealth on Tesla at the moment is very funny because he is very much a Thomas Edison type, stealing the inventions of actual engineers and then pretending he's the smart guy that came up with everything
Yeah,
when he's
apt.
literally just bankrolling everything. Yeah, it's
But-
it's so apt and ironic that you think it couldn't possibly get dumber, and then X.
Yeah.
And just we take this established brand and then we completely kill all of that
Yeah.
for something with no personality.
For something that now makes like no money.
Yeah,
compared to
it
what
makes
used to-
negative money.
Yeah.
And then we just ruin it with ads, and then we like all of the posts, all of the comments and the replies that like normally would have been hidden by moderation.
Yeah.
Now we put those at the top and because they have blue check marks.
Yeah. Well, you know what there was none of before the Elon Musk buy was Twitter alternatives. There were no like.
Thank God, actually.
There were no like Instagram threads. There was no Blue Sky because people didn't think that like it needed to be moved on from.
Yeah.
But now it's like, bro, I go on X.
Oh, people
it's-
hated Twitter, but like you have to really hit a point of the website is bad and unusable for people to
Yeah.
actually consider moving to an alternative. People are way more lazy than you give them credit for,
Yeah, for
most of the
sure.
time.
Yeah. So Elon Musk, just ruiner of things, you know, appointed to Department of Government
I am
Efficiency,
become Elon, ruiner of things.
yeah, which, in case like you or anyone isn't like informed, it's not like a government position. It is an advisory council. So it reminded me of like when Joe Biden was elected and they were like, "Oh great, remember all those things he said about climate change? Now we're going to get those things." And then Joe Biden was like, "Well, what I will do is I will make a committee about climate change and they will tell me what to do and I'll listen."
And I promise the next time I'm elected,
Yeah.
we're going to really make some progress on that.
And so it's
Same with the
essentially
student debt
Yeah.
fucking forgiveness. Like, that's
Yeah,
kind of the
you-
Democrats' whole strategy. That's why they never get reelected. Like, except for Obama. Like,
Yeah.
Obama is like a rare case of that happening. It's really hard for Democrats, like actual blue ass Democrats, to get reelected because people always sour on their administrations because they suck.
Yeah. I like him, and I do love the pairing of Elon and Vivek because they do belong with each other. I don't know if you know much about Vivek, but he's a guy that ran for president in the Republican primary, and
I've heard the name before. I've seen his face. But
he made all his money like scamming people in pharmaceuticals. Like he's like a total dirtbag. But they're these like big personalities that like wanted to glob onto Trump, but they're not good at anything.
yeah.
So
And I think Trump
just
kind of hates them.
Yeah, he does because they've got big ass egos and
Mm-hmm.
they think that they can do Trump's job. But he's just like, fuck you guys. You guys can, play in the corner and
Elon
write a
is going to
report.
run for president one day.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's going to be
he will.
funny.
He will be the Republican nominee, bro. He
Mhm.
will be at some point if he chooses to. Well, no, he came from South Africa. He can't do that.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
He's
thank
fucking
God.
disqualified.
Woo! Okay, I got myself scared for a second. I was talking myself into it. But Republican or
It does seem like if you're dumb and rich enough, you can like
Governor of
make
Texas,
a lot
maybe.
of progress there.
yeah, governor of Texas maybe. I don't want to give him ideas, but
Shit, that is so fucking real.
yeah, yeah. And then got a shout one out for our frame boy Matt Gates.
Oh, Matt Gates. We
R.I.P.
almost
Matt
forgot.
Gates.
Gone but
so
not forgotten.
short-lived his reign.
It feels like I've been hearing about this guy for so long, and I was finally ready for him to be like politically relevant in any way, rather than just kind of being a lol cow. But no, he just can't because he's so fucking stupid and like literally so obviously did a bunch of shit with minors and then bragged about it to other people in the Republican House.
That's what's crazy about it to me is he dropped out before they launched an investigation on him.
Got to.
Meaning that
That's how they know you're innocent.
Meaning that everyone already knew
Yeah.
this guy paid a 17-year-old for sex, and there's more that we don't know about to the point where he had to drop out before that came out.
Yeah, there
Like,
was
what
also
else
this
is
other bit of rumor swirling around about like him being involved with the wrongful death of someone in like his college frat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's some weird shit about. I feel like I shouldn't get into specifics just because like I know so little and it's I think not founded in anything, but there's just a bunch of weird shit going on with Matt Gates. He could be a Supreme Court justice still.
Yeah, that is true, and he may be.
Brett Kavanaugh, Matt Gates, Clarence Thomas on the fucking Supreme Court. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and then the last one I wanted to shout out was Dr. Oz.
I fucking forgot about his ass.
He's leading the Department of Medicare and Medicaid.
Cool.
Love that. Thank you.
I bet he knows exactly what he's doing, and
Guy's
it's
a
going to be
fucking
really
snake
good.
oil salesman. Guy sells fucking InfoWars pills, essentially. That's his racket.
Yeah, with
It's
just like
like-
slightly nicer labels.
Yeah. So yeah, to me, it's like every single one of these guys is just like we're scumbags, baby. We're fucking dirtbags. We don't like science. We don't listen to nobody, and we love our boy.
I kind of want them all to just like, instead of wearing suits to their prospective offices, all wear a leather jacket.
Yeah, they should have like a embroidered back
Yeah.
on them. Yeah.
What's
the
their-
T-birds?
Yeah. Trump team. Let's fucking go.
And then Last thing I wanted to hit on politics wise was the Hunter Biden.
This is
pardon
maybe
that
the only
happened
bit of
recently.
recent news
Yeah,
that we have.
that's true. This just happened this past week. After, of course, Joe Biden was asked several times, "Are you going to pardon Hunter?" He says
I
no.
wouldn't do that. I believe in the justice system. I believe in what the law stands for believes in.
The only thing that separates me from President Trump's is my respect for rule of law, and my son Beau Biden is. Yeah.
Hunty
And
Biden
that's
has
just
the right
what
to
that's
protect
what it's all
himself.
about, man. That's what it's about. Come on.
We're sending $4 billion in aid to Hunty Biden.
I wanted to mention the pardon was like very specific. It wasn't just like because he was caught on tax fraud.
Sure. Okay.
He was
That's the only thing.
Yeah, so like obviously he had all those snafus with the laptops and the
Some whoopsies. Some Mr.
some
Magoo
whoopsies,
moments.
some foreign investments, some shady
A real
deals.
Charlie Chaplin,
Yeah.
that Hunter Biden.
A stooge, some would call him.
He really
And-
does. It is very Charlie Chaplin. If you haven't seen it, try and find the picture of him being naked and like planking across two couches.
I've seen it. It's great.
Yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to note because like they just got him on taxes, but the pardon was specific and it said we are pardoning Hunter for any and all crimes he may or may not he may have committed. Anything he may have committed over the past 11 years.
Wow. Hey man, now you just got to not do any of that shit you've been doing for the last 11 years and the next 11 years, man. You're good.
Yeah, that's like there must have been a conversation with the part where he's like, "Look, man, I can't save you no more. Look, you're 58 years old. You can be tried as an adult now. Okay, Donald Trump's coming into office, bro. There's a justice system out there waiting for you. You need to keep your head down, boy.
He's one of
You need
those
to keep your
people that
head
I will not be surprised when it comes out that he's killed like 15 women.
Well, yeah, of course. But hey, that he's pardoned for that.
Hey, well,
So-
maybe not this next 15 though.
But bro, the Trump pardons are gonna be crazy. He's gonna pardon some. I don't even know. We'll talk about it on here when the time comes. I remember he didn't he pardon Dinesh D'Souza his first term?
I mean, that would make sense, but I don't. What did Dinesh D'Souza do?
I don't know, but I thought he pardoned him, and that's kind of why he's buddies with him.
Okay, that would make sense. I don't know shit about Dinesh D'Souza other than the bad movies he makes.
He makes those shit ass documentaries
with the My Pillow Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna fact check myself real quick.
Yeah.
On whether or not he pardoned Dinesh D'Souza.
Hey, audience. We're just doing a quick fact check. We want to make sure that our journalistic integrity is the number one thing.
He did.
He did.
Yeah, he did pardon
Okay.
Dinesh D'Souza.
Do we know what for?
He broke federal campaign finance law.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. So, anyway, so enough about politics, though. And by the way, on a personal level, I forgive you, Hunter.
Hunter,
Like, you never had to apologize to me. And if it was me, if I was the judge, I'd say, man, get out of here.
Hunter,
Come on. Stop being...
rest assured, they're saying a lot of crap about you. And if we were on the jury, that'd be 2 votes in the negative. That'd be 2 votes for not guilty.
Bro, if we were on the jury, that shit would be inconclusive. They would not get a mind change.
It would be
out of us.
deadlocked
Yeah,
the whole
no.
time.
Yeah,
Because
you
we're
would-
not changing our minds. We know that you're a good guy. We know that your dad's a good guy and he has the best interests at heart for you and that you deserve to be free.
You're welcome on this show anytime, Hunter.
Hunter Biden coming on the show next episode. Guaranteed.
And then I guess this is more politics than not politics, but
Okay, we're
if
done
you
with
want
politics, so here's the next part.
But accredited streamer Destiny,
Accredited streamer is very sad.
world-renowned porn star Destiny. I mean, he's had a bit of a week.
I want to see what his Pornhub ranking is. You know how they do it? Like he's probably like 50,000.
Yeah, I don't know. This was just kind of a funny hiccup in the week. Is that
Yeah. A lot of leaks coming out about Destiny, and a lot of leaking fluids into Destiny's mouth.
this is true,
This is true.
and God bless him, but I did. There was a rumor that the I didn't even say what happened. There was a video that leaked of him sucking a penis, and
Poorly.
and everyone was making fun of him because his head game is horrible, which it
Yeah.
was. He was
Well,
doing
there's a
it
bunch of people
aggressively,
that
but
there's a bunch of people
slowly.
on the right that don't like Destiny because he shits on right wingers that are like, he's gay. That's funny, but I feel like Destiny's been out as bi for a while.
If you have dyed blue hair on Twitch, everyone is going to say like, "Yeah, you're something, man."
Yeah,
You're-
that beard smells like cum for sure.
Yeah.
But that's not the funny thing. The funny thing is how trashed the head game was.
Bro, it looked like he was like trying to shave it with his teeth. It looked like he was trying to like it looked because it was slow and aggressive. This was what was
And the
like,
other
weird
dude
to
was
me.
not fully chubbed.
He wasn't. It took a minute for him to get there. It's like,
But imagine trying to get hard with Destiny sucking your cock.
bro, I can't imagine. But yeah, I did. There was a prevalent rumor that it was Nick Fuentes, and for maybe a day, I really believed it.
Yeah, no, I don't know if it's something that's funny enough that I will continue to say it. Just because, and it's also like it's not the first time Destiny has been outed for having sex with like a right-wing figure. Like there are other leaks that were also pretty recent of Destiny fucking Lauren Southern, who's just a female alt-right person who's like, yeah, extremely racist. It's hard to put him in contention who's more racist between Nick Fuentes and her. They're all about probably the same, but
yeah, I don't know much about her. I mean, I know Nick is about
she's fallen
as
off
bad as
hard.
it gets, but
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't last long, these people. I think their audiences either grow up to just watch Ben Shapiro, or they just like start finding them annoying as they are.
I don't know. I wonder if do you think Destiny's like reputation, like, because I don't think it does anything to his reputation. I think like among the people that he hangs out with, that he's like debating, that he's like, buddy with, like Nick Fuentes and Lauren Summer.
Yeah, it's hard to say that he debated Nick Fuentes ever.
I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. I literally don't follow the guy because I
Fair.
don't find him to be an interesting speaker. Even like because I've heard him labeled as a leftist, but I've never heard him say anything.
He's labeled as a leftist by like the most centrist or right-wing people.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I stay away from my penis, please. I don't want that Destiny mouth. I don't
It's
want
hard
that
to-
Destiny got.
It's hard at this point for me to like say with any certainty that anything could come out that would like fully disillusion his audience, because they are fervent, they are rabid, and they will defend him on literally anything. He's one of those guys that, again, as like a liberal figure, is like, and he first got popular with that JonTron stream where JonTron said a bunch of racist shit, and so that's, I think, what
Oh, really?
positioned Destiny as like a lib.
Was he debating JonTron?
Yeah.
Oh.
But like Destiny also has for a long time been one of those liberal guys that's like, you can say the N-word as a white guy, it's just a word. So it's like, what the
okay.
fuck are your politics?
That's weird.
Like, yeah.
Is he an anti-woke guy?
I think probably. I don't.
That's probably why they stomach him.
I don't.
Because
I
if
don't
you-
think
if they're
he's like as anti-woke as like an Asmongold, who's like that's their whole career. Because like Destiny really loves dunking on right-wing people, so he can't really pander to them. He really panders to the people who don't want to commit either way and think that being on either side of an issue is bad. Like, I don't know. He kind of just like. He does a lot of Wikipedia research and he streams all of it. And so like his fans think that he's smart because he streams the whole thing, when he's really like, he just looks up Wikipedia articles.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope I see more videos like this out of him, because I think this might be his true calling.
Yeah.
Is making like Tommy Wiseau level porn, where it's just like kind of awkward.
I want to
and,
see.
like,
I want to see a video of him fucking someone, and the camera is positioned right under his taint.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see him making that quality of bad porn.
Can we get, say, Christopher Nolan? Can we get Scorsese? Can we get one of these guys knows how to work a camera in the room with Destiny when he's doing this shit?
This is off topic, but I saw this recently. Just speaking of Christopher Nolan, there's a clip of Dwayne The Rock Johnson on his media tour for Red One, the Santa action movie.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, like, I was watching Oppenheimer and I thought, wow, with these cameras and this technology, we could really use this on Red One. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow. Well, Red One was financed for like $250 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Red One.
I've seen the trailers. They look bad.
It looks horrible, bro. It's one of the movies like
Isn't
you go
that
to
like
the
what
theater and you watch
Deadpool and Wolverine was made for? Like
I don't know. Like when I go to the movie theater, like that's a movie or the trailer you watch, and you're like, how is this real? Like it doesn't seem like a real movie at all. It feels like a joke movie in like that's referenced for like 5 seconds in a comedy show or something.
Yeah.
But no, it costed $250 million to make, and it only made $50 million at the box office. So they spent like $200 million to make that movie. Nobody fucking wanted it.
I want to know if Dwayne The Rock Johnson put any of that money into that project. Like,
no, he get paid.
Oh shit! I mean, yeah,
he's getting paid off that. That's a paycheck.
He's getting all of that $50
Yeah.
million too. That's fucked.
Well, yeah, I bet his money was guaranteed. I bet, yeah, he did not.
Hey, I mean, whatever. It's just like whatever production studio made it. It's their problem. But it's funny that those types of movies do get made.
Yeah.
It does seem like something that you saw a lot more of before the pandemic killed all of the theater shit.
Yeah, that's true.
It feels like when people go to a movie theater now, they want to see something good. I don't know.
They don't want to see Red One.
No, I don't think so.
Dang it. Anyway, the last thing I wanted to hit here before we get into our video segments is the new Kendrick album that dropped.
Hated it.
Yeah, and 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd probably say like a low 5.
Yeah. One thing I do hate about this guy is he never tours in Indianapolis, bro. The tour dates dropped today.
We had to go to Detroit,
Yeah.
which, I mean, hey, that was a fun trip.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, it's
fucking cool stadium the Pistons play at and lose a lot of games at.
Yeah. But yeah, any favorite songs?
I feel like it's cliche to say TV Off, but I really like Peekaboo as well. Fuck. I mean, obviously, Heart Part 6. It's just fun to finally get that chapter in, and that, like, Drake trying to name his song didn't do anything. That's just a fun another, like, one of
such
several.
a better song.
Yeah.
It's like so beautiful. It's like it kind of buries the other one, but yeah, my favorite is Dodger Blue. I like the kind of R&B cuts like Dodger Blue and like Luther.
Yeah.
Like I really like those. I thought like people like to hate on Kendrick for songs like Reincarnated because they say it's like they're like, oh, it's unlistenable, it's too heady. But
Yeah,
I never feel that
strange.
way. I always feel like the songs that he's like doing something interesting conceptually with his lyrics, like he always nails it also being listenable. Like I've never felt like one is being compromised for the other with him.
Yeah, it's a weird take for sure. I mean, I tend to, like, I don't know, I might just be a little bit basic. I like walking around the house listening to like the bangers on the album for sure. But just because, like, when you're listening to those other songs, you should be focusing more, and for me it's hard to focus on it, like if it's in the background. But like because obviously as soon as it came out, I sat down and marathon the whole thing, and yeah, the whole album's fucking great.
It is, yeah, and there's some great like like rap, like real like rap cuts. Like I really like Hey Now, and Squabble Up, obviously. It was very fitting to start the album with a kind of 5-minute diatribe about everyone that like didn't pick a side in the beef. Yeah, very like Like when I listen to the album, I'm like, what's he gonna like play at the Super Bowl? That definitely feels like one of them.
There's gonna be a lot.
But,
I mean, TV
yeah.
Off was made for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that performance. I think it's very funny what Drake is trying to do to like steal the attention away from the album. Like that's really all I think that this was motivated by. I mean, it could have been in the works for longer, but he really gave it a long time after the beef before he decided, hey, now I'm gonna try and sue you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not how you win, man. You win by making good music.
And also, I don't know if yet there's even any like formal lawsuit yet. I think it's all just like motions to the court from his legal team about like we are planning on suing.
Okay.
Which is like a lot less commitment than you have to actually sue somebody. Which I mean, obviously, I have not seen a Drake fan in any point understand that distinction. They're all just kind of like, well, the vibe seems to be like he wouldn't fucking file a lawsuit if he wasn't sure he was gonna win. It's like he was starting a rap battle.
Beef, yeah. So sure he was gonna win because he had all of the lies planned out. He already knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I tell you about a daughter.
I also like
bet
how
he believe it.
It's the two allegations are like, well, and it's not even against Kendrick Lamar. It's two Universal Music Group about botting streams to inflate the numbers for the song.
Wrong.
And yeah, and defamation straight up, right? Which is like two things that you can still just turn right back around and can like accuse Drake from. So it's just like what's
defamation on what? Like what didn't he have receipts for?
Like also what rap battle doesn't have like unfounded claims in it? Like that's part of it. And like you just like, and the thing is, unlike Kendrick, like when Kendrick says, Drake, you're a pedophile and you're hanging out with a bunch of girls you shouldn't be, you can look up very clear things of Drake being very creepy with a bunch of different girls. And it's not, the only defense that like a Drake stan would have is just like, well, it's technically legal. Like that's it.
Yeah.
You can't be on that side in a rap beef. You've lost. It's really fucked up.
Well, yeah, when you
he didn't know she was 17 when he brought her on stage and said that she had nice tits or whatever. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, but no, it's. Well, yeah, they're just riding with their boy. It doesn't matter what comes out. It's like people have like, when it's pick a side, people like attach their identity to it.
Yeah.
Right, and it doesn't matter like, kind of what comes down around Drake. They're going to continue to defend him.
I've really liked the recent thing. Maybe this was a month ago. There was a Kings Raptors game, and D Rose was on the Kings.
Yeah.
And after the game, Drake was like, if they ever put your name on a banner in here, I'm going to rip that shit down myself. Yeah. And then DeRozan was like, you're going to have a long way to climb, motherfucker. Yeah. And obviously DeRozan picked a side before by being in the music video. So it's like, it's also interesting in the NBA side of the thing to see Drake stans be like, no, dude, like, yeah, obviously Toronto rides with DeRozan because he's our all-time franchise leading scorer, but Drake is way more Toronto. And then you have other people in Toronto being like, that's not the cart you want to hitch your horse to at this point. Don't put your identity in Drake because it's very clear that it's not like a good look.
Yeah, not
like,
at all.
DeRozan, much more influential figure, or like much better figure to hitch your city
it's just
to.
Like Drake
him, Lowry, fucking
Drake has nothing going for him right now. His music has been really ass lately, like
for a long time.
For a while. Like I don't, frankly, I don't remember the last album he put out where I was like, wow, like mostly good songs on this Drake.
My favorite thing is when a popular song will come out with Drake on it, and then the fans of that song will edit Drake out of it. Yeah, people did that with I Don't Give a Fuck, Yeet and Drake, because that's technically a Drake song, but they've completely edited Drake out of a lot of versions.
He just annoys me, bro. It's like a lot of the times when he does like decent shit, he's getting carried. Like,
Camila from the...
or like Her Loss was pretty big, and it's like he was.
It was big. I don't think I heard a song on there that I really liked.
Yeah, me neither. But it's like again, it's like he's getting carried in there, and yeah, I don't know. It's like a lot of his music has been bad lately. There's a lot of like very disturbing allegations around him.
He just
he's
seems
just kind
like
of
a dickhead.
cornball, and a lot of his public persona is like promoting a barely legal gambling site, and like
it's Stake, right?
Yeah, Stake, which is completely unregulated, a total scam, and something that he makes a lot of money promoting,
and also loses a lot of money betting on.
Yeah, but posts his wins. You got to post your wins.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So
nothing really new. But
the state of the Kendrick Drake beef there for you.
Drake stays pathetic. Kendrick stays just like silently accepting that he won because he did.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't need to say anything else. He already did it.
Ugh.
Anyway, I mean, it's already over. Why are we talking about it? Because Drake keeps trying to bring it back to life. I don't know.
I would like to pivot now to my favorite show. Something that we watched previously on this podcast. We do love Suits. Not talking Suits. Not talking
Modern Family.
Not talking Harvey Specter, unfortunately. Not talking Phil Dunphy.
The Office.
Not talking Michael Scott. Not talking any of these guys. We're talking Norm, and not McDonald. We're talking about the new Norm. Ever since Norm Macdonald died, there's been a new Norm on the block.
Whoa.
Brand new Norm on the block.
Wait, I think I've heard of this because I introduced the last episode of it. I don't know why I'm doing this bit. The logic falls apart upon examination, much like an episode of the new Norm. So I think that's a great transition.
Yeah, so I didn't even realize this until I thought it was only one episode until I was putting it together today. There are 2 new episodes of the new Norm for us to dig into.
I'm so excited.
I'm really excited. I've been looking forward to this one, actually. So
one thing about the new Norm you got to remember, guys, is that he's not the same as the old Norm.
That's big.
That's a big part of it.
He likes normal beer.
Normal beer.
He's the new Norm.
He likes Charlie. His best friend Charlie.
Best friend Charlie, who's black.
And wears Redskins merch.
Yeah. Yes. And he doesn't like woke. He likes normal beer. So we just summed up the new Norm in maybe
and thank God for Elon Musk.
Yeah, in about 30 seconds in what new Norm will do for you in maybe 3 minutes. But God, I can't wait to watch this new episode.
I'm trying to remember Dave Rubin's character's name in this shit.
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. I'm sure we'll see it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
If Kamala wins, we're out of here.
If Trump wins, we're out of here. No, they eat dogs and cats.
Your side eats dogs and cats. Our guy just sings about it.
They're eating the dogs.
What?
Are they trying to turn that into like a W?
I'm confused.
Maybe we all can get along.
There, on the slope roof.
What?
It's Crooked Hillary.
But Trump was shot at by a Republican.
That's Crooked Hillary.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Ooh.
Ha! A dingy eye higher.
I wonder what this button does.
I like how they also have to be like,
Now we're
yeah, that
stuck
other
here with you.
billionaire's rockets
We're stuck here
don't
with
work.
you. And they
funny.
them.
Communist homophobe.
My plan worked. They're destroying each other. Oh, yet.
What do we do now?
Loot?
I need a beer.
Wait, where's our dog?
Eating the dogs.
Oh, we're back here.
Oh, and they're eating the dog.
They ran out of plot. I need a beer. Yeah.
And Norm is the move. Okay.
And Norm is the move. Stay tuned for merch.
I'm Norm. I want normal beer. Problem is, nowadays, beer's covered in rainbows and drag queens. If only
In
there
case
was
you
a
didn't
better
get
way.
that from the first episode.
Turn any beer into normal beer
Oh,
with
we got
the
it.
normal
That's
beer
cool.
cozy. Get the normal beer cozy now and make every beer a normal beer.
It doesn't even cover up
Make
the...
every beer a normal beer.
Yeah, great tagline.
That was the thing.
They-
That was the
they
only thing about
already-
this I saw going into it, and I thought that was so fucking funny.
They're already trying to chase their own memedom.
Yeah.
It's episode 2, and they're already trying
Remember
to
the
be
normal
self-aware.
beer? Remember what you guys made fun of? You
I
can
need
give
a-
us money for that.
Remember when I needed a beer and I got a gay beer? Well, what if you
Remember
paid
how
us
much I
money for
hated
normal
that?
beer?
Yeah, what if you could cover up the Bud Light logo?
Beer cozies have to be like the most cheap to produce thing in history.
Oh, of course.
Because
yeah,
like
he makes those things for fucking 1/10 of a cent and sells them for $5. I
have to
guarantee
be
you.
like every person in this space, like Black Rifle Coffee, fucking like just people that like sell Trump merch on Etsy, bootleg Trump merch on Etsy.
Yeah.
Like it has to be so cheap to produce.
Oh, absolutely.
Also
yeah, it's
gotta
not
be
glu-
also
like-
gotta be like in Vietnam where they're producing this shit. Like again, yeah.
Well, and it also goes to people who have the politics of new norm. But I was
I like
kinda-
normal beer because the new beer has the rainbows on it. In case that you were unclear about what the first episode was about.
But this episode is a little weirder. It was a little bit less.
Not a lot of plot.
Dare I say, slightly less partisan, because they were kind of poking fun at like the cats and dogs thing. I don't know if they were trying to, or if they were trying to make it more palatable by making it a joke.
They're trying to
I
make
don't know
it
if
seem
they're-
like it's another like we've turned this funny quirky thing that the president said into a fun let's go Brandon moment. But like I don't think anyone's doing that.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's just very like.
Because the Let's Go Brandon thing
It
was
was a
like a
clear-
clear Trump dub, or like
Yeah,
just like
and the
clear
cats and dogs thing was an
Democrat
L, like an obvious L for Trump.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know why you would even try to pay any mind to it at this point. Like I thought, like I didn't see the assassination thing coming. That hit me out of nowhere. But
Yeah, I didn't expect a crooked Hillary reappearance just based on how irrelevant she is. And I have a feeling that's going to be the
It's-
same for Kamala. It's just like no one
Well,
is
it-
going to be
for these
remembering her in a
for
little
these
bit.
guys, it's like when like the Undertaker comes back at Royal Rumble. It's like, oh, he's owning Hillary again. It's fucking epic.
Oh God. That's it. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, let's watch one more episode of New Norm, and then we can talk about our final takeaways.
And you know what's fucked up is because they're trying to be self-referential and like meme on themselves and like trying to turn the cats and dogs things into a funny Trump moment. They've ruined some of the charm of the first episode, which seemed so sincere in like a
Yeah.
weird way.
And it seemed very targeted, like it had like like it had direct enemies and like a point it was trying to get
Yeah.
across. And this one did not. This one had like
they
no
never
point.
pick a side.
Yeah.
Also, why is Norm's wife, was she on the Kamala side? I couldn't tell. I didn't
don't-
see her standing with Dave Rubin and the daughter.
Maybe she's a centrist. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, she's apolitical.
Yeah. Anyway, here
She likes Tim Pool.
on to episode 3 of The New Norm.
Okay, well, we've got some more division, I see.
An election, a nation divided.
Racist.
Communist?
Xenophobe,
Huh?
Weirdo.
fascist,
Fascist? Hey!
Can we all just get along?
With
She's
them?
a centrist.
She is a centrist.
We have nothing in common.
We have nothing in common with them.
we're for
Jens,
democracy.
you rigged democracy.
Your guy said he'd be a dictator on day one.
That's
Your
not Dave
side's
Rubin.
been dictators
isn't.
since day one.
Your guy's an idiot.
Your girl's a cackling idiot.
Your VP is weird.
See? You agree on something.
Your side's divisive.
Your side's divisive.
Your side is divisive. Fascist.
fascist?
Did the right ever
Fascists
like,
are
get a
on your
dunk on
side.
Tim
Nazis
Walz?
are on
No.
yours.
Huh? Nazis?
Charlottesville? Tiki torches?
That was years ago. Now your side hates Jews.
Your side hates Jews.
Facts,
No,
Norm.
your side hates Jews.
Your side
Come
hates
on,
No, your
forget
side
about
hates
that.
Your side hates
Your
Jews.
side hates Jews.
Your
Your
side
side
hates
hates
Jews.
Okay, that's one thing in common.
Election interference, sex scandals, liar, backed by billionaires.
Democracy
Democracy is on the ballot.
This could be our last election. If your
If your
side
side
wins,
wins,
it's World War III.
Where does this show stand? In
It's
episode
really
1, it was
straying.
so firmly on Norm's
Yeah, it's
side.
really straying now.
No matter
matter
who
who
wins, we
we
all
all
lose.
What?
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play. How about a nice normal beer?
What?
Normal beer.
What? Is this real?
Yes.
Shop.newnorm.tv.
Help.
Whoa. It
That's the
YouTube,
end.
Bro, it went YouTube poop on itself. That's crazy.
What is...
It went YouTube poop on itself.
What are they trying?
I don't know. That episode sticks out to me because it looks like an episode where like they really weren't trying with the animation. Like, you know, just the one kind of place. Nobody's doing anything or moving. They're just talking, right? So very simple. But like, yeah, from a perspective standpoint, what are like again from the first episode, it's like this is anti-woke, Norm is based, and now by episode 3, it's like, aren't we all kind of full of shit? It's like, no, because some of the things that you're saying are mutually exclusive to one side of the aisle.
Yeah, you clearly
Like-
all have separate issues, and why... Is the end supposed to be like, it's bad to not participate, or is... because it's like a robot voice saying it? Or
I think
but the point they were illustrating the whole video was like, look at all this division, it's unproductive. So like, what are they trying to push for here?
I don't understand.
New Norm episode 1 had a very clear ideology to me.
I thought I knew what New Norm was, and now I'm a little confused.
I
to
don't
be
think
honest.
New Norm knows what it is.
I don't think it does either, because I'll bet what I feel like, just gut reaction, is I feel like the creator of New Norm was maybe made fun of a lot for the first episode and tried to
There's
change
no way he didn't
course
see the
politically.
online reaction.
Yeah, I feel like he probably tried to change course politically to make it like more friendly to everyone.
But
in
he
that,
couldn't change left, right? He just had to be like, and now no one's right.
Yeah.
Which
So-
is such a weird perspective to try and push.
What the fuck, New Norm? And it's all just
New
a
Norm
hawk.
fell off.
Yeah, it's just a hawk these koozies, man. It's all bullshit. New Norm sold out for the koozies.
I was so excited to watch the YTPs of this shit. I don't think they're gonna be
They're
good.
not going to be good because they don't give him anything to work with.
There's
they're
no
just-
sincerity.
Yeah.
It's all just confused, like neither sidesism. It's not even both sides. It's not even. It is kind of centrism distilled into like, don't listen to anyone's grievances about any issue. Don't pay attention to anything politically. Normal beer.
Normal beer, baby. That is so stupid. I'm disappointed. Like
I am too.
because
I'm left with a very empty feeling.
I am because I expected to get just like pure joy out of the stupidity of the perspective, the blankness of it all. And there's a lot of like, you know, part of what you come for is the jokes that don't hit, and it has plenty of that. But
there's not even any jokes in the new one. Like
Yeah,
maybe
in
the only joke was your side hates Jews, and it's like
I don't know.
Still, it's something that you can only think if you are completely ignorant
Yeah.
about everything going on
Well,
with
it's like
Israel and Palestine.
it's like, well, that the fucking at the end of it, they're like, oh, well, yeah, Norm goes, if your side wins, we may not even vote anymore. It's like, what substantial evidence is there that Democrats wouldn't cede power? They're ceding power right now. They're about to do that. What is the argument there that Republicans would think that they wouldn't be able to vote anymore if Kamala got in? I've literally never heard that before.
Also, like the Democrats saying like your side's doing election interference. I saw that for about 5 minutes on social media, but like after the election was decided, and then they got clowned so hard that they had to stop saying.
I mean, on Twitter the day after the election, you could find many a Twitter lib being like, like retweeting something that's saying like, "Oh, we may need a recount here," and it's like, "Oh, yes, here it is, yeah," and it's like, give up. But yeah, no, that's the odd Twitter lib. That's not something I've heard. Like anyone in power suggest that they would pursue that.
Trump voters literally went to the Capitol to ransack.
Yeah.
Like,
so yeah, and Trump has said before, like, if I win, maybe you guys won't have to vote anymore. That's what he said. He said that before. He said, and he's also said shit about like abolishing the 25th Amendment so he could keep racking up terms, right? So I've heard plenty of like, leftist arguments about like, oh, democracy is at stake if Trump wins. I've not really heard any of that from the right, other than the argument that they also lay out in here, which is if you win, there's going to be civil war. There's going to be World War III, which essentially just means if Kamala wins, I'm going to take my gun to the courthouse and I'm going to fucking, I'm going to try to look scary, right? Like, I don't understand. Like, you can't both sides that one. There's a lot of things in that third episode. They're trying to both sides it, and it just doesn't
New Norm
connect.
is clearly of a right-wing perspective. That's, like, not debatable.
Well, clearly.
And so
but
when
it's
they try and
adjust.
make it seem like both sides are bad, even in, like, a disingenuous way, it falls completely flat, and they end up just, like... I don't know. It felt like I haven't watched anything. Like,
Yeah.
there was no movement on Norm's character. There was... The world fell apart. The logic of the world literally fell apart to the point where, like, they revealed that they're in a simulation. It's fucking crazy.
What the fuck, New Norm?
New Norm.
Letting us down, man. I'm gonna have to start like proof watching these to make sure that they're okay, that they're like decent.
The next one is just
like,
gonna end with like kill the president.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Well, enough New Norm, man. Letting me down over here.
Fascinating for different reasons, but definitely not as fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting for sure. 1 second. I gotta pull up the goddamn playhouse. It's the Playhouse, people. You guys, it's the Playhouse.
Take off your shoes before you get into the Playhouse. You can have your socks on, but you got to have the special grippy ones from Sky Zone.
I did not order these, and I don't remember what all of them are, but I hope I'll remember as I pull them up. This one I do remember. Like, no, this is a guy that's got like...
In my head now, they're in chronological order. So that's the logic I'm attacking.
This is a guy, literally, he's got no followers.
I saw the caption.
He gets 0 views. And this is actually 2 videos of his that I thought pair very nicely together.
Did he stitch them together?
No, you'll see.
Okay.
I'm the only soul who makes people immortal. And you're all here with me on this new world, so what kind of game are you gonna run on me, huh?
What kind of game are you gonna run on me, huh?
I'm kind of mad I didn't get a rich lifestyle after making you guys immortal.
So he's like, you guys want to be immortal? I'm the only guy that can do it. And then like several videos later, he's like, what the fuck? I thought I was going to get rich from that.
Now, I could be wrong.
What did he think he was doing?
I'm still like in confusion, but I could be wrong. When you pulled up that video, I saw the caption and it said, I am immortal. And so it really hit me.
Want to be immortal.
I want to be immortal.
No, it just said wanna be immortal.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
I misread it. But it makes sense why my head made it the other thing, because wanna be immortal makes no sense.
Yeah, wanna be immortal.
But now I get it. He's the only soul.
Be immortal.
He's the only soul that can make other souls immortal.
Yes. And he did it. And now we're immortal.
And he should be living
and
a
he's
better
like, wait a minute,
lifestyle.
why don't I have money now?
What
and
the
that's
hell?
a fair point.
I
If
should
you-
have.
I should have paid him for making me immortal.
I love the image. Like, this is like an F tier Marvel character that has the ability to make others immortal, and then he does it out of the goodness of his heart, and then at the end he's just like, wait, I should have made people pay me
He's
for
just
this.
like, wait, but pay me what you can though. But it's like a pick your price, but I do work on tips. So
Hey, find the link in the comments to donate. Donate whatever you want. No pressure on you. You will still be immortal.
And I wonder how many guys he's gonna come back haven't said, "Hey man, I died. What the fuck?" None.
It's
None.
like the worst written episode of Black Mirror, where he just at the end after making everyone immortal. What the hell? I could
What the
have made money
heck?
off of this. Like, in a world where everyone's immortal, money would still be a factor.
I
That's
love him.
awesome.
That's really cool. This one's checking back in with our boy King Brisbane. You recognize him, of course, from his video.
Some of these guys blend together. I'm
It's-
trying to
it's
remember
the
his
guy,
previous work.
This is the guy that wanted to make a band with no dudes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's who I thought it was.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the guy. Yeah, I don't want a sausage fest, and maybe we can make songs and babies together.
So yeah, if you're just a bunch of hot girls that know how to play all the instruments,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So this is checking back in with King Brisbane coming at you. Here you go.
When TikTok throttles me and gives me a lower view count than everyone else, violating the First Amendment, do you think that's because TikTok is sexist? Or is it because they're racist? Or do you think it's because they're national narcissists and I started a new country 10 years ago?
Well, which one is it? Oh, right. I forgot about the starting a new country.
Started a new country.
I do vaguely remember that, and that's good to be reminded.
Yeah, he does let you know every video. He's like, and remember when I started that new country 10 years ago.
And listen, there could be a lot of reasons for why they're throttling my video. First of all, that violates the First Amendment, but it's probably sexist.
It's probably because he's a guy and probably because he's white.
Now, who does he think runs TikTok?
The Chinese.
He thinks Kamala Harris runs TikTok.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
feel
the Chinese,
for our guy,
but
man.
Chinese women.
I
specifically.
mean, we share a struggle with him. I mean, we also get beat down in the algorithm
Yeah.
unless we talk about.
We're clearly
Tim
being
Pool.
throttled, and it's not that we have no production value.
Well, no, it's just that we have to talk about Tim Pool to get to get big numbers.
Hey,
and
for the
that's-
algo,
that's
let's
what
just title this one Tim Pool question mark.
Tim Cool.
Tim Cool question mark. Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next video. I don't remember what this one is.
I really do love, before we start, crazy people being like, I'm being throttled because no one's liking my posts enough. Like, I know my shit's heat. Why aren't you liking it?
I know all these videos where I'm talking about
The
how
only
it's so
explanation is that
frustrating.
you're not being allowed to see it.
Okay, so here's a new one.
This one's got a lot of comments and likes, man.
Only in the hundreds.
I mean, it's more than King Brisbane.
That's
so this
true.
guy is not being censored by the woke
Yeah.
TikTok.
Here you go.
I said it before, and I'll say it again.
Oh.
I'm picking up where Michael Jackson left off. And this is not a joke. This is not satire. It's not a bit. It's my life. He had something going for humanity in the way that he used his music, and that's what I'm picking up.
I'm
'Cause
waiting
I don't
for the
see
shoe
anyone
to
else
drop.
doing it.
That's the shoe.
Fuck!
I
But
just
there's so many lines in there where they could have just cut to him moonwalking or cut to him making out with a picture of Macaulay Culkin. Like anything. Like there's so many jokes you could make.
He's not a joke guy.
This is not satire.
This is my life. That's what he says. He's like, this is not a joke.
He
this
saw
is my
that
life.
he saw that concert footage of Michael Jackson like lowering the soldier's gun and was like, someone needs to take the torch. It's me.
Just what does he mean by this? What do you mean I'm picking up where he left off? That could mean a really horrifying.
This isn't a
thing, by
joke.
the way.
It's my
that
life.
could mean something
exactly.
very scary. So.
Exactly.
I'm
Which is
picking
why
up where
it
Michael
should have been a
Jackson-
joke.
So yeah. Anyway, I
looks
I
like
hope
he
he
reviews
means the
video
best when he
games.
says that. I hope. Yeah. Oh, this is a really short one, but it's pretty good. I feel like you're gonna like it.
I love an old woman.
Here you go.
I don't know. Am I on again?
Aw.
Oh, I need directions. I'm going to have to look this up on my iPad
Mima, come to
to
bed.
find out what I'm doing right.
Mima, it's late. Mima,
She's got to go on her iPad to get directions.
I gotta look at my iPad to figure out how this works. I love how many people have commented and liked this.
Oh,
And
I
she's
love
got
it.
the default username with a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, this is such an accident. Like, yeah, she did not mean to post
I
this.
love how much this has been shared. I love,
Yeah,
and
I've
like,
got to boost it.
and how
It's-
seething King Brisbane would be. What's his fucking
Oh
name?
yeah, King Brisbane. Yeah, if he knew how much fucking ride this was getting,
He's just like,
he'd be so pissed.
this dumb bitch.
I need to be more confused.
She doesn't even know how it works, and I started my own country 10 years ago.
So this is a good one. The question with this one that I have for you is, what is even going on?
Okay, good question.
Yeah.
How much you like feet?
I don't. A lot. Come on.
All right, how much are you gonna pay them if they send you a full picture?
I don't know. Whatever. I want to see them up close.
You want to see them up close?
Yeah.
So they put like the thong on the feet.
Dude, I want to see them up close in real life. I don't want no pictures.
Oh, so I gotta bring them to your house.
I just. Where are these people? Tell me where they live. I live with.
Look,
Tell
tell
me
them
where
here,
they
talk
live.
to them. They're right here on the phone.
Listen, I gotta see them up close. Like, you get
All
me?
right, Ricky. Where's the baseball cards I gave you?
I don't. I left them home.
You put them in the safe?
Yes.
You sure you put them in the safe?
Yes.
You
I
didn't
gotta
steal.
go.
You didn't sell the baseball cards.
No, I had to go. Yes. Come
I
on.
gave you one
I gotta
baseball card.
go.
It's worth $100,000.
Yes, I have it in the safe. Listen to me. Wait, do me a favor.
What?
Seriously, I'm not playing.
What?
Where were these girls? Seriously, it's like.
Wait, okay, I missed the
He
last
said,
thing.
"Where are these girls? The feet."
Now listen. Okay, you asked me what the hell's going on.
What is happening?
You asked me what the hell's going on. It is clear that whoever the man filming is a bully and a mean man who likes to fuck with the mentally ill Italian guy that lives on his block. Now, this mentally ill Italian guy's not doing himself any favors, but you know, you can't really blame him. He's sick. He's not a healthy person. I do love it. I do love this video a lot.
It's really good because it's like, the guy is like, he feels like a Joe Pesci character, you know? He feels like...
Well, when he started talking, I was like, I wish that this guy played the Penguin.
Yeah, no, he's just so New York, and he's like...
You got to tell me what a feet are. Come on. And
just tell
I
me
got
what
the
a
baseball
feet-
cards in the safe. They're in the safe. They're
Yes,
fine.
I got your baseball card. Yes, show me where the feet. Yes. Where are the girls?
Now I don't want to see pictures of feet. I want to see a feet in real life. What are the girls? What are feet? That's so good. It's one of those things where like I could never be this type of guy that like I could never be the type of guy that like appears in the Chris Chan documentary that just comes along to fuck with him.
Yeah.
But I also it's funny
But
sometimes.
That shit is very funny when you got a guy that's like coming up to a car being like, where are the girls with the feet? Where are they? And it's just like one guy in the car. It's like, dude, there's no girls with feet. What do you fuck?
I don't want to see him on the phone.
Don't show me no pictures of feet.
No,
I need to see-
you're lying to me. Why are you lying to me? I wanted to see the picture. I want to
Stop
see the
giving
feet.
me the runaround. You know I got your baseball cards. Show me the feet.
I could look up the feet anytime I want. Where the girls?
There's only one baseball card. I got it.
It's worth $100 million.
I do remember this guy. This is...
I vaguely remember him too. What's his deal?
No, sorry. I haven't shown you this guy yet.
Oh, why do I feel like I've seen his face?
There's a lot of TikTok alphas out there kind of like this guy.
Okay.
And
are you sure you maybe haven't sent this in like a Snapchat or like something similar?
Maybe I have, but definitely not this video.
Sure.
Here you go.
All right, story time, y'all. So this takes back in July of 2019. I was at a pizza bar out in Woonsocket, and this woman tells me to shut up. So the moment I said, "You shut up," guess who got a kiss on the cheek?
Bit me.
Moi.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, let me teach you some free game. If a woman ever tells you to shut up, don't ever defend yourself and say, "Don't tell me to shut up." The moment you defend yourself, already you are falling into her frame. And now you look like a bitch. Never defend yourself in this situation. Always respond with, "You shut up." Because who knows, maybe you might get a kiss on the cheek, and you might get your dick sucked. Now, if you're
This
asking
can't
me
be
if I
real.
kissed this woman back, well, the answer was no. Not because she was twice my age, but because she just wasn't my type. I don't even remember her name or what she looked like, but all I can say is that she looked like the female version of Iggy Pop. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So
I
no,
like
this-
the cut after the final
no,
cut.
So this guy went viral for a different video.
Okay.
Where he was like, I'm not paying for a girl's funeral if she's just my girlfriend. She would have to be my wife. I'm not going to pay for some girl's funeral.
If you want me to commit to buying you a coffin, you got to commit to this dick. That's
So he
awesome.
went viral for a video, or for that video, and I was like, "Is this guy real?" And I started going through it. This was one of them.
I really love the line. Now, I don't remember what she looked like or what she sounded like or anything, but I definitely remember what she smelled like. No, he did say that. But that's a very funny way of like, now I didn't care at all when she told me I was being a creep. And I also like that it's very clear that this is a tip for him in the past. It's not a tip for other guys.
It's like, when a girl tells you to shut up, don't
tell me to shut up.
Don't start crying, because that is not cool. Say, you shut up.
And if you piss yourself, make sure you're wearing a diaper. Because then if you don't have the diaper, she'll see it, and then you'll look like a bitch.
And make sure you wear a diaper anyway, because you don't want to pull down your pants if she's sucking you off and she sees skid marks.
If she smells piss when she takes off your diaper to suck you off, she's gonna think you're a bitch. I really love that guy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I want to see more of him.
There is more of him. I could definitely bring him back. This last one is my personal favorite.
Okay.
I'm gonna let him speak for himself. His name's.
This has been a good session. A good playhouse.
Yeah. I had enough time to save him up.
Yeah.
Pay attention to our boy. His name's Braden No Cap, I think.
But he's wearing a baseball cap.
I know.
Fuck.
My dream is to go on the Haley Welch podcast with the Hot Tour girl. I think it would be kind of cool to tell her all about my story and stuff, be on her podcast. It would really mean a lot to me if she ever got a hold of me or, hit me in the DMs and told me to go on her podcast. I would mostly definitely go on there with her, and she could ask me some crazy questions like about my imaginary girlfriend ideas and stuff like that. I think it needs to be on a podcast sometime, I'm waiting on a podcast to get offered to me soon. That is one of the biggest passionate I have is to be on a big podcast. So, no cap.
Okay, so that's why he's called Braden
No
Cap.
Cap. Yeah, he always ends his videos with the
I
no
have
cap.
I have a decently high tolerance for weird shit, and when he's
well, yeah, no, of course, but yeah, it's just when he's like, I gotta go on this podcast. Like, okay, do you really like this girl or something? It's like, no, he just latched onto her because he needs to talk about his imaginary girlfriend ideas.
That's the thing, is when it hit me, I the viewers will see this. I looked like a dog that you just said walk to, and I was just like, what? Why did that happen?
Imaginary girlfriend. Why would you?
Imaginary
talk about
girlfriend idea. That's all I have to say.
It's ideas he has for his imaginary girlfriend, and he needs.
I was gonna do a fucking riff on like she's got to reach out to him. Like that was the thing. It wasn't like I'm gonna DM her. It's like I think it would be really cool if she DM me and asked me on the podcast. And I was like, that's gonna be funny. Imaginary girlfriend ideas.
Well, yeah, he's got to tell the Hawk Tuah girl about it.
Listen, I've been writing down a lot of these cool ideas.
I just love the idea of the Hawk Tuah girl just enraptured and be like, and like, what would she have, like, but physically though, what are you looking for? He's like,
So like, what are you looking for in like your imaginary girlfriend? Like, what's your idea for that? I'm really glad you asked, Haley. I'm really glad you asked about that. My imaginary girlfriend, probably, well, she could be taller or shorter than me.
as long as she isn't fat.
Blue eyes, not fat.
He's just got Chris Chan level standards. He's like, gotta be white, Got to be fair-skinned and boyfriendless.
No more than 160 pounds.
Oh, shit.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, that'll do it for the Playhouse, and that'll
Yeah.
do it for Dump Street. Thanks
If
for
you got
tuning
any
in.
imaginary girlfriend ideas, comment below.
Send them my way. And if Braden No Cap needs, I mean, we're not a big podcast, but if Braden No Cap needs a podcast and he needs to spout off these imaginary girlfriend ideas, I think we could work something out on Dump Street.
All right. And that's the end of Dump Street. No cap.
No cap.